Ladies and gentlemen, we always start off our program. This is something of a tradition that we started several years ago, where we take a moment to honor the memories of those in the boxing world that have passed away since we were last here back in June of 2017. We've tried to keep track of everyone as the year has gone, and if we missed anyone, it was not a slight, but we did the very best we could in that. Before we read the names and do our traditional 10 count, just a short time ago, we lost a very special member of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame fraternity. One of the best promoters in the history of Florida. He was a great supporter and friend to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. He was also inducted into the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2010. At this time, we have a special video that we would like to pay in tribute to the life of the late Phil Alessi, Sr.
Well, years ago, I just liked fighting. I went to fights with my dad, with Rocky Marciano in a closed circuit, and I really then got a first love for the fighting business.
Phil Alessi Sr., without question, was a great humanitarian. He was a wonderful, intelligent, intellectual person that knew how to treat fighters. Phil brought those individuals around to become credible individuals that fought for titles. Phil Alessi Sr., who was without question one of the major boxing personalities in the United States.
At that point, I wanted to get involved with it, so I went and checked out some of the finer players in the country. And it was right, I found out it was right here in Tampa, which was Lou Viscusi. So he was my mentor to start off with. And one thing led to another, and that's where it started. Promoted with him for years, then eventually I got involved with it again by myself. We started attracting people from all over the country. The bottom line was we attracted NBC, and of course with Ferdy Pacheco, gave us a lot of opportunities. And we've been in it ever since. With USA, we did a lot of business with them. And, you know, just continue to be my first love.
He meant everything to boxing in Florida. He was one of the best promoters that I've ever met, and I would have to consider him to be one of the top promoters in the world. He was an amazing guy. He treated us with a lot of respect, my wife and myself, in the Hall of Fame, and juniors followed suit.
Well, we've been away from boxing for about 20 years. And Phil, my son, knew that I loved boxing. So we talked about one day about, you know, maybe putting together a gym. So I said, well, let's do that. So once we put the gym together, he said, well, we might as well start getting back into the boxing business. That's what got me excited. He knew I loved boxing.
Phil Alessi was a very, very down-to-earth human, had a great human side. And he looked after his fighters, he looked after his trainers, he looked after the people that worked in the gym. A man of great character, I would say.
I think we bring a tremendous plus to the boxing business. We bring a lot to the table, and that's exciting to me. And because of that, I think we're going to attract fighters from all over the world.
Phil Alessi was the best. So he reached out to so many people, helped so many people in boxing. And the one thing that he taught me was integrity and do the right thing. And he's a household name. No one can ever replace Phil Alessi Sr. No one.
Fighters that believe in what we believe in. Number one, they got to be able to fight. Number two, outside the ring, they got to have character, respect, integrity, and appreciation for what we bring to the table. And again, these kids, the only way that we're going to bring them on board and sign them up are the people that fit our criteria, what we believe in.
What he said, he meant, and what he meant, he said. So if he told you something and he said something, you can bet your bottom dollar that he was going to do it. I mean, he was the old school type of man that he would shake your hand, and that was as good as a contract or anything you needed, because this man was of his word, and I don't know anybody that can say he wasn't.
We will not compromise our philosophy and our attitude about developing champions of the world. That's our goal, developing champions of the world. And we're very adamant about it. We got a fantastic team on board, and I believe we're going to accomplish a lot in that area.
On behalf of my dad, I want to thank everybody in this boxing world, basically the true relationships and true friendships that he created throughout the years with boxing. Thank you for all the opportunities you've given our family in the boxing world, between NBC, ABC, Sunshine Network back in the day. I just wanted to thank you for that friendship.
Happy anniversary, 10 years, the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. Thank all of you, or we wouldn't be here.